What's really good, my people? It's your boy Smallito's way, coming at you with another video. Hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe button. Show some love to the channel. So now I'm gonna show y'all a video and we're gonna react to this real quick. Pay attention.
New information at this hour after a man, as you can see in this video, fired shots at children in broad daylight. You saw the shocking video here first this morning, and now News 12's Jericho Tran is at the scene in Concourse Village with more on those frightening moments.
We've been on the scene throughout.
So, New York City, what's going on? Bronx, what's going on, man? This gets turned up out there. Now, I will say this. They reported that he was shooting at children. It's obvious if you watch the video, he was not shooting at children. He was shooting at the dude. It just so happened the dude ran towards somebody who was with a child, ran and toppled over them, and he proceeded to keep shooting. He didn't give a fuck who was around. He was trying to kill son. And it's awful. It's terrible. It's scary. It's frightening. It's all of the adjectives you want to use. But it just shows you the climate and the temperature that's on that New York City has right now. I mean, people are on go. So I advise you that if you're not on that timing, please take care of yourself. Please be careful who you get engaged in arguments with. It is not a game out there. Now, people want to say all this, and people like me and everybody want to say, well, what can we do to fix it, right? So I think that this is something that stems from, it's a cause and effect thing, right? So when I was growing up, they had something called stop and frisk. Now, stop and frisk was basically used the wrong way. Stop and frisk enabled the cops to basically racially profile people and pull them over just because they were living in their neighborhood. Just because you're in a bad neighborhood, or quote unquote bad neighborhood. If you're Spanish or you're black, they could pull you over for any given reason at any given time. And that was wrong. The police used it and they weaponized it. A lot of people were taken to jail unjustly. A lot of people were harassed unjustly. But one thing that it did do is it caused a lot of fear for people to carry guns freely. I mean, there were people that still carried guns, but you always had it in the back of your mind that at any given time, you can be walking, you could be doing whatever, and they can jump out on you. Everybody knew that. Whether you were a dude that was out there getting money, you was a dude out there robbing, or you were just a regular person that lived in a building. And it happened to because there's a few times where people were just coming, out of their building to go get a pack of cigarettes, and they just so happen to see their next door neighbor or somebody they grew up with, and they just happen to be out there on the corner around the so-called wrong people. And in that instance, police jump out and everybody gets thrown on the wall. They don't want to hear, I just came out. They don't want to hear none of that. You there, you're guilty by association. They say they searching you. So there has to be a happy medium, I think. I mean, I'm not advocating for the stop and frisk to come back because, like I said, it was used very wrong. It was weaponized. It was they took advantage of it. They took it and they used it to racially profile and to harass a lot of people that didn't need to be harassed. But it did deter a lot of people from carrying guns. And that's what ultimately I think is happening. A lot of these shootings are impulse shootings. What I mean by that is back in the day, like I said, because of the whole stop and frisk thing, people would have guns. They'd have them upstairs. Sometimes they have them under a car tire in the garbage. Whatever. Within, or some people, if you out there living that life, you have it within arm's reach because you got to be able to get to it, whatever, in a sticky situation real fast. But for the most part, a lot of people had their guns in the house. So what I'm saying is a lot of shootings didn't happen because you had to go back to your house to get the gun. And if it wasn't that serious of a situation, by the time you walked back to the house and grabbed it and, whatever you had to do, sometimes cooler heads prevailed and you thought about it and you said, you know what? But now you got it on you. So as soon as that person gets on your nerves, or that person that, talks some crazy shit or whatever, and is right there with you, that's one thing I figured out too. Like, when you're carrying a gun, a lot of the times people are a lot more agitated. You know what I mean? Like, you're quicker to be like, yo, what'd you say? What happened? Like, because you have it on you and you like feel like a gun makes you feel kind of invincible in a lot of ways. So I think that there has to be a way where they implicate some sort of stop and frisk without such loose guidelines to where it could be used like how it was used to basically racially profile and disturb a lot of people that didn't need to be harassed. I just don't want things like this to be happening. You know what I mean? Like, it's scary that, people are, just look at the news every day and you just see some crazy, in every neighborhood in New York City. It's going on all around the country, but I just showed this one because it's crazy that the dude didn't even think about the little girl or none of them. Nobody, it was just he had tunnel vision and he wanted to kill the person that he wanted to kill, which I want to report that they said that he's in stable condition. So I don't know. That's the even scarier part, is that these dudes out here shooting and they ain't even got no fucking aim, because he's right next to him and he couldn't kill him. You know what I mean? But the silver lining in this is apparently the little kid didn't get hurt. Nobody else got hit. And, I just caution everybody to be careful, because right now the city is turned all the way up. It's about to be it basically is summertime, and like I know, in the summertime shit get hot and people start acting very irrational. People are out there drinking, people are out there, a lot more people are out there, especially after a COVID year, which, everybody was stuck in the house for the better part of, 16 months. So now everybody's out and about and thirsty and ready to get back out there and, act nasty for the summer, which is cool. But I just urge y'all to do it with caution. Think about what y'all doing. Think about, is it really worth it when you're getting ready to get into an argument or altercation with somebody, because you really don't know who that person is, what they're capable of. And it could end up real bad for somebody. So, yo, man, this is your boy Smallito signing off. Hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe button. Show some love. Much love to all my supporters, man. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.